Welcome to Brain Vision.
Hey everyone, today we're answering problem number 2 from chapter 11 of the textbook, which is essentially a true or false question. Is it true that the 4-firm concentration ratio puts more emphasis on one or two very large firms, while the HHI or Herfindahl-Hirshman Index puts more emphasis on all the firms in the entire market? Explain briefly. So I'm just going to give you the answer right up front. It is not true, or it's false in other words. So basically we just want to explain what the HHI includes, and then that'll really propel you to your rationale for why this statement is false. So the HHI includes the market shares of all firms in its calculation. So that may make you think, all right, this must be true. But there's an important distinction with the HHI calculation that you need to understand. That'll really be the key to getting this question correct. So it includes the shares of all firms in its calculation, but in our HHI calculation, the squaring of the market shares has the effect of making the impact of the largest firms relatively bigger than in the 4-firm or 8-firm ratio. But the squaring, and that's fundamentally understanding, the HHI index and what at its core it's getting down to. But the squaring of the market shares has the effect of making the impact of the largest firms relatively bigger than in the 4 or 8 firm ratio. And remember, squaring of the largest firms means that those firms have more shares, so it's going to be much bigger probably than a 4-firm or 8-firm ratio. That's why, in particular, with the largest firms, you should really mention that in your rationale. So it's going to make the effect of making the impact of the largest shares bigger than what is kind of stated in the problem. Which, if you recall, it states that the HHI index puts more emphasis on all the firms. It asks, is it true that the 4-firm concentration ratio puts more emphasis on only 1 to 2 very large firms, while the HHI index puts more emphasis on all the firms? But the HHI index has the effect of making the impact of the largest firms bigger than the 4 to 8 firm ratio. So that is how I would answer problem number 2 from chapter 11 about monopoly and antitrust policy. If you guys enjoyed my video explanation of this problem, please hit the like button next to it. I hope you all have a nice day, and thank you for watching.